Yo, it's Marwin. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a nice, easy, smoky, tasty brisket that's juicy and has the perfect texture in just a few easy steps. All you need is time and patience. Let's go. To start, you're going to want to trim some of that excess fat. You won't need all of it, but you do want to leave ample for flavor and to keep that moisture there. From a rub standpoint, I use brown sugar, salt, pepper, paprika, and garlic. You can keep it as simple as salt and pepper. I just changed it up. I want to add a little sugar to help with the bark formation. For my wood, I had oak chunks and some pecan chips soaked in water so that they don't cook off as fast, and I can keep that heat level low and slow. 225 degrees is what I'm striving for. I try to stay at that temperature in direct heat for the duration. You don't want to be at any more than like 250 degrees. So I got my brisket on, and this is it. I use some of that excess fat to help, continue to keep some of that fat on, but also I want to smoke that fat because I'm going to use it for other recipes. I'm going to let this cook and smoke till my internal temperature is about 165 degrees, and then I'm going to wrap it. Wrapping will help. We call it a Texas crutch. A lot of people use foil. I don't like foil because it takes away some of the smoky flavor. That waxy butch paper is what really works well to kind of help with the accelerating that moisture and also kind of working the brisket through that stall phase where it just kind of like stops and plateaus at that cooking temperature. You really want it to kind of work through that temperature to help with the breakdown of the meat where you get that really tender, nice brisket. So I got mine at about 165 degrees, tightly wrapped, and then I'm going to go back on to the smoker and cook it a little longer until I'm at about 200 to 205 degrees internal temps. So total cooking time depends on the size of the brisket, but prepare to be cooking all day. I started at crack of dawn. It's dark by the time I finish. The key is to rest. I like to put mine in the cooler, put a bunch of old towels on top, and let it sit at least an hour to 4 hours. You might even consider doing it overnight if you want, but literally that rest allows those juices to redistribute, and that's the key to having a juicy, tender brisket. You see I got a nice bark. It's got the color I want, the function of the low and slow cooking with the smoke, and also my rub that I had on. I went heavy on the pepper and a little bit of the brown sugar, which gives it the color I want. Again, that bark is perfect. You got two parts to a brisket. It's the fatty point and then the lean flat cut, right? And so you want to cut them differently. You want to cut them both against the grain, but the grain may be different depending on which cut you cook. The point is that fat part you see to the left, that's the tender, thicker part of the brisket, and then that lean cut is to the right, which is what you see me cutting here, right? And you can tell it's more of a kind of a rectangular box shape to give you a sense of the shape and the dimensions of the brisket, whereas the point is literally like more of a point in the shape. And you can see I got it really juicy, even both ends are really juicy. That's the function of using that butcher paper to kind of help with the distribution of the juices. And you can see just kind of what the different cuts look like, and also the appropriate slicing that you want to make, whether you're cutting the point or the flat cut. So giving it a little test, you can see that juicy coming out of the brisket. I think this is good. It's plenty tender, got the flavor, got the texture I want. Just pull apart tenderness, which is what I want. It's not mushy, still got a little bit of give, got a little bit of texture, but it's juicy, moist, smoky, flavorful, just the way I like it. If you like this recipe, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. Most importantly, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button to continue getting recipes weekly when I post. Thanks, peace out.